And you also get good quality of voice acting in the game. You have, I hate to say this, but the mobile game I played had more content than a lot of the video games we've been getting.
Yeah, they there's a quality thing they have over there with even if you don't like the Nintendo games.
Yeah.
I mean, if you hate them, the quality of the builds are always high quality. Now you may hate the content, but there's always a lot of content. It's like the people playing at Smash Brothers, they're unlocking, like 50, 60 characters, it seems like. That's what it seems like. So there's a lot going on there, including that Kirby, they ain't got no drawers on. Like Sick Humor said, it's got shoes and no pants. So that's
I
the
love
way
Kirby.
it is.
Don't talk about the little Kirby.
Oh,
He's too cute.
Oh no, I don't even understand what it is. So, but that's cool.
I've been calling the space bubble gum since I was a kid. So that's pretty much what I've been calling.
Space bubble gum.
That's what he is. He's a space bubble gum. I don't know. I never knew what he was. Literally, I don't even know what Kirby is. But
well, how do you know it's a boy?
I don't know. They've just been calling him a he since I can remember. He just turned 20. Did he turn 20? I think he turned 20.
Yeah. Shout out to Kirby. Yeah,
he's 20 years old, yo.
Kirby.
Kirby's 20. Hey, with everybody.
Yeah, he's almost old enough to go out and have a drink.
No, 21. He ain't old enough.
I know. He's getting there, though. He is getting there. But let me go to this introduction. What is up, everybody? What is happening? This is a Let's Talk episode. And as I like to always say, I got a special guest here, Miss Vieratron. And she was gracious enough to leave the beach on the West Coast and come join us. So everybody give her a big shout out. And Viera, go ahead and shout yourself out.
Hey, this is Vieratron, just here to sit down with Craig and talk about some stuff. Interesting things.
Yeah, and the reason why, well, first things first, everybody go to Viera's channel and sub to her. Her channel is growing. She's, you guys know I voted her the up-and-coming YouTuber of 2019. So go check out her content. She's doing art stuff. And you know what I don't know if you thought about doing this. Do you think you could do, or you would consider doing, because I know you do these sketching and stuff like that, because you do like a live sketch on your channel? Just maybe like a 20-minute sketch.
It'd be kind of nice to have it programmed, but like now I don't have a lot of my art stuff. It's not working very well on my computer, so I did say that I gotta get my computer fixed. That's
fine. Yeah. Now, if you get it fixed, would that be something you would consider?
Yeah, I would love to do some sketches, but I need to see her face. No, you don't.
Whose face?
No.
Is it about Kirby's face?
No,
no face, no case.
Oh, okay. No face, no cast. I need to see her face.
Well, she has a pink face. I can tell you that much. So we've seen it before.
Yeah,
and it's always smiling. So she's always in a good mood. Yeah, now she's a planet. Yeah, she's like Ego, the living planet from the Marvel comic thing. Yeah.
Planet. Yay.
Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But I'm glad you're here. One of the and you are the first lady of the round table. So big shout out to you for that. That show is crazy.
Every time I've been on there, it's like I always have a blast because everyone makes me laugh. And I go there when I'm feeling down. I'm like, you know what? I guess I'll join the round table. And I'll go in. Cool. It's like, it's been crazy so far. But how many Blu-rays for a face scan?
A face cam. That I don't know. Blu-ray movies. A face cam. The cameras went on sale on Black Friday. You know what didn't go on sale? New microphones. I thought I could get one of those Blue Yetis. That's what I was looking to, if it fell down into the price range, it never went on sale. At least on Black Friday, not even on Cyber Week. They would call it Cyber Monday. So, but one reason I'm glad you came in here, and we're going to talk about excuse me, talk about some games too. So, what games are you playing? Like, are you playing more than one? Are you concentrating on one game? And
I'm
what game are you
concentrating
playing and why?
on. I've got multiple games. I'm just switching back and forth. It's been 2 games so far,
Mm-hmm.
and I have and I still play on my DS because I know people love the Switch, but
Yeah,
something about the DS, I just like that right now for now because it's like I play games like I know it's kind of I like to play little small cookie cutter games. I guess you could say Harvest Moon kind of games. I always
yeah.
loved those as a kid. On the handheld, I used to play like Castlevania and all those other ones on the handheld, but something
Mm-hmm.
about Harvest Moon kind of it kind of calms me when I'm stressed out. And I just play that, and I just I get my crop. I'm like, oh, I get the good crop. I get all that, and you just level up your crop and everything. Also, you can build your character up. They can have a family, everything, and that type of genre is always swept under the rug with Nintendo. They kind of like they shadow release that game when no one
Mm-hmm.
telling nobody is releasing. You just go to the store and like, oh, they just released a new farming simulator. A cute farming sim simulator. It's kind of like that's pretty much what it is. And it's one of those games you just say, really, guys, the dick, the dickless, the
Yeah,
discless console.
discless console. Yeah.
The dickless console. But I feel like when I play these games, I don't take the time to just say, "Oh, I gotta," It's sometimes there's always trophies behind, but the trophy award is that you want to get your tycoon or wherever you want your farming to be. You got options to make your farming what you want it to be and stuff like that. And I always thought these games were like really good. I wish there were more games like this on the consoles. Besides Stardew Valley, but I would love to see more games that have that kind of that kind of fun. And I don't know. I find this more fun than Red Dead. And I had to be honest with you guys. I do have more fun on these games than anything because the content is different.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the main thing is that you get that different content, you get different challenges on each one of those games. So never been into Castlevania though. I know people really love that game though, and so,
It has
yeah.
that. It has that quality. I guess that side scroll. Ow! Ow! God damn it, cat. It has that. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Just you know, they're still kittens, but
Okay,
they have this quality. I don't know. It's about Castlevania. I think it's the storyline that drives
right.
people into playing this game. It has a really good storyline. It has a build up lore of the family of the Belmont family, but it
Right.
also goes to this other family. If they married to someone else, they have their family. So it's this whole generation with Dracula and everything. And
Oh,
you
cool.
guys can watch the Netflix. I will admit, watch the Netflix TV show Castlevania. It gives you a little snippet of the family history there. But I feel like if you really get into it, it has like memorable monsters, battle areas. Even has some really creepy Easter eggs in that game. You find a lot of that.
Yeah, no, I've honestly never played that or a Mega Man, but I just know it's those games are really, really, really popular. Yeah, Ian Robinson said the Netflix show is really good, and yeah, shout out to him and Black Bond. I know he watched it. And it's an older show, but I've heard it's really good, really entertaining. So.
Andrew, stop.
Yeah. Well, I mean, again, cats are just here. I have a cat, and it's just here. It's just it allows you to pet it, and that's pretty much what it does. So, but it's kind of they don't have any ability to love you. I mean, you're controlling its food. That's so it gives you companionship. But it's kind of like when you quit feeding it, it stops. It'll stop overnight. But
Oh,
let's
not
talk about
really.
yeah, you're fine. Well, let's talk about that Spider-Man DLC. It's coming out. Well, is it out now, or can I buy it
um,
now, or do I have to wait till tomorrow?
I don't know. I haven't really been keeping up with the DLCs that much
Mhm.
with Spider-Man, and I feel bad. I should go. I know I should go buy the Spider-Man the full game.
Uh-huh.
But I think I probably will. I think eventually I will like fork up some cash to get the whole Spider-Man game and play it myself to see how I experience it. But
Yeah.
so far, I feel like Somniac did a great from what I've been seeing and with the
Yeah.
reaction. Really, Somniac did a very good job with this game.
Yeah.
You know, everyone has been how much the negativity these people are trying to throw at them. It should not really matter. These people, because those people are just they're the small, tiny minority of complaints. But
Hmm. Well,
majority of the
it's not
Spider-Man,
perfect.
huh?
Yeah, it's not a perfect game, but because I've been playing it and it's good though. Shout out to Porter Rock. You all check out his video today. He was talking about how this is the most played Spider-Man ever, like
True,
ever
it
in
is.
history.
It is. You don't hear. It is strangely you don't hear a lot of people talk about the Spider-Man game because I do remember playing the Spider-Man on the PS2. Yes,
Mhm.
I played that a lot because I love the web swing on that game, and some of the missions were a little corny, but they were fun at the same time. But I guess this is Insomniac. I'm used to their Ratchet and Clank games, or I'm used to their original Spyro games, or I play games that I was really into with this
Right.
company. So I'm looking forward to see other projects that come up. Maybe they might do some other work. I don't know, but I don't know. There's been I also reblogged a picture of what's that game they have as the shooter? Is it called Resident?
Insomnia.
It's one of the Insomniacs of the games. So
Mhm.
they are releasing a shirt of one of their other previous titles, and I don't
All right.
know. I just hoping that this one comes out because that will actually. I want to get into their other games. I should be ashamed because I never played their other ones either. Because I was always
Mhm.
into the little cartoony kind of. I was been in the old cartoony little games, so I never really got into a lot of the mature adult shooters they had. So I
Yeah.
think about getting into that one too, invest my time on that one because I feel like, you know, I should support this company more than I did before.
Yeah. Now this is the first shout out to everybody in the chat, by the way. Everybody get their questions ready. I need to know, can I buy that Spider-Man DLC right now,
Let me
or
see.
do I have to wait? I mean, I'll wait. I'm off tomorrow. I ain't got no issues waiting.
Uh,
Big shout out to the first lady of gaming, the Titanfall Princess, for getting me the DLC. She sent me a
also,
$20 card. So yeah, she got me the this one and the last one that just came out. Which is it.
oh,
I had not beaten that one yet. It is hard. Man, people are lying. These enemies are hard, And that
on
damn
Spectacular.
screwball, yeah, on Spectacular, yeah. So if you beat it, then you can do New Game Plus. And I did New Game Plus, and then after I beat New Game Plus, I used that save to go into the Black Cat, the heist one, which I loved it. My God, I still can't believe what it implied in that game. I loved it though. That's what I said. Spider-Man is my second favorite hero after what it was implying. but yeah, but this was the heist with Hammerhead. He's tough. So he's real tough. But this one, Silver Linings or the Silver Lining, something like that. I'm looking forward to that. But I won't get to it probably till next week. Even though I want to buy it tomorrow because I've closed in on the Black Order has closed in on another motherboard. It's in my basket on Amazon. I'm just waiting till tomorrow to pull the trigger because I can get it here on Saturday possibly. So
Awesome. I don't
yeah.
know. I just like I said, I might just. I know it's like everybody's like, should get on Black Friday. Then I'm just like,
Oh, Spider Man.
yeah.
Yeah.
On Black
Did it?
Friday. I just have to
Did
be.
it?
I think I have to be really in the mood for it. That's the one
Yeah.
problem. Just for me, is like I have to be really in the mood. I'm kind of am, but I'm just like I got this other stuff I have not finished yet.
Yeah. No, I mean a
just,
lot of
just
stuff going back too. I still got to play Nier. I still have to play Persona 5. I still got to play those games and beat
Yeah,
them.
Nier is really good though. Nier is really good. It's like unexpected. It's like a lot of stuff is unexpected, but it has a really good like. To me, it has a really good It's a really good game. So
Yeah, I've heard nothing but great things about it. I mean, that's all I can say. Yeah,
the
I've heard.
music is great. Is memorable.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. Shout out to yeah, you're like the fourth or fifth person that said that. Shout out to Supersonic Wolf. He was mentioning that on Twitter months ago. He said that he'll just drive around and listen to that soundtrack.
Oh
'Cause it's
yeah,
that good.
I saw the because I had the soundtrack for the longest time. I bought it when I bought the first game. When I bought when I bought the game, I was like, I want to listen to the sound. I like the music. I want to get the soundtrack. So for me, I have an iPhone, all them. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna fork out some money, just get the whole soundtrack. Got the whole soundtrack, and all I do is I was going to work, listen to his music. So you sit in the car like, and you're kind of like, damn, this song is okay. Let's keep going. That's how it was. It's like, okay, let's keep driving. I'm gonna get sidetracked. I don't know. It's just
Yeah. So what's up, Samuel Ashme? See, Baron claim Nintendo. What? No, just because of revenue. I mean, look. I've heard something. We're gonna get into that. Yeah, let's just go ahead and kind of dive into that, do a little bit, and start unpacking this stuff. First things first in the chat. You know what I'm gonna ask, and that is, what is everybody playing? All right, I just watched Venom again, and it's still trash. It is still trash. I will say this. Hold on. Let me make this clear. They did a good job trying to build the world, but
I'll be right back.
Go ahead. If you ask these Venom people who created those symbiotes, they don't even know it. But yeah, I just watched it again. It's still not a good movie. Not as bad as I remember it. Let me make that clear. And I thought they did a good job world building. Now, let me give Sony some credit here. It is better than that Spider-Man movie with they had Rhino and Electro, and it was better than that. Let me make that clear. It was better than that. So as far as the Sony movies, I have to put it number 3 because it's not as good. Hold on. It's just as good as the Amazing Spider-Man. It's not as good as Spider-Man Homecoming, but it's better than that other Spider-Man they did with they had Rhino and all that. So it's third. And you do see some of the things that Spider-Man would be doing with it, grabbing on the things, but I don't want to give it away. It's at Redbox. If you guys don't want to buy it, I bought it. But if you guys don't want to buy it, you can go rent it at Redbox for $2. $2 or $3.
Is it on 4K?
I bought it in 4K. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd buy all my movies now in 4K. So I can't get away from that. If it's a drama, I won't buy it in 4K. I'll just get it. But all these action movies and stuff like that, I'm switching to 4K. So I even have Wonder Woman in 4K. So yeah, no, you're like, which I enjoyed Wonder Woman. So
I watched it already. I watched it on TV, and
yeah,
I kind of say it's a cross between. It's kind of like it's all right. It's not the greatest movie that everyone made it sound like it was, but it's okay.
Yeah. And she fought the god of war in it, not Kratos. She fought Ares, the real god of war. So.
Well, it'd be funny if they had Kratos on there.
Oh, that would be funny as hell. Yeah, that would be cool. It'd be cool if it was, So
it'd be nice to have a knockoff Kratos. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that would be fun. That would be fun. So, all right. So yeah, now. Let me ask you, because women see things men definitely don't see. What? And I'm not saying that to be sexist, okay?
Oh no, I know that. I know. I was like, yeah. That's why I said,
okay. So it was a woman that found Osama bin Laden. For all you all who don't know, a woman did find Osama bin Laden. So, but That's because she paid attention to small things and things that guys weren't going to check. But all right, so you said you've seen some stuff going on Twitter. What are some of the funniest things you've seen? I know you probably looked at it and laughed at it, but what are some of the funniest things you've seen?
Okay, of course, it's the Spider-Man costume. I think everybody. I think it was like early this month. I saw like people were talking about how come you didn't announce this costume before? Why wasn't in the Why wasn't it? Why did you guys not announce? You know, because they had a contract on it. They can't say anything. So no company cannot, dish out any information because of the copyright protection. Not copyright protection, but contract protection. What's it called? The NR, the N,
NDA.
yeah, NDA. And they're like, well, that's no excuse. You guys should you guys should really should have put that in the beginning of the game. You know, we would have had the original costume, all this stuff. It was just like, what in the world? You guys having a hissy fit over a costume? You don't even own you don't own this. What is your problem? And
well,
then now,
I was just gonna say you can get the original animated costume in the game.
Yeah, for free.
So yeah, you can just get it. It's
free,
you know,
and that's what pisses me off is the fact that people are not appreciating the fact that they're not charging you extra. They could easily did that. They could have easily just put that microtransaction, or you pay $1 just to get this outfit. You know, something like that. They didn't even do that. They gave you for free. So I'm sitting here thinking, so are you guys actually happy at all about this, or you just complain just to complain? Because that right there is not. It feels like the ones who actually give them the good quality. Now, this is what I started to notice. When companies actually doing the right things, giving you the right stuff, everything, people seem to badmouth. But you got companies who are who are literally taking money, and you just using their customers. Like I will say Bethesda. I'm sorry, I'm gonna throw them out there. They're the ones who are pretty much going there, taking people's money, all this stuff, and people are giving them a pass. There are people up there defending them.
Are
And
they
it's
really
crazy.
if they tell you that something's messed up and you still go buy it anyway? Is that really taking it? Because they're telling you it's effed up.
I feel like most of the people have faith in them. They're just like, oh, well, they could fix it. They have faith in them in fixing it. I think that's what it was. They had faith in them in fixing it. What I saw like every time they did like an interview, there people asked them questions. It felt like they kept dodging questions and wanting their cons. So it felt like they weren't really being honest with them. And I kind of saw that, and I kind of saw the way how they were like, this game was done in what, 3 years? It took them 3 years to create Fallout 76. So
yeah, they started midway through the when Fallout 4 was 75% done, they started on 76.
Yeah, so I saw that whole interview. I just like, you know what? I don't think I really want this game now. I don't think I'm interested. So I just said I'll hold my money for something else, and I did. I went and bought other stuff. But then I start to notice the lack of everything. They were not showing the gameplay and other things. They were bringing up about the cards or bringing all this other stuff. Even they said, "Oh, we don't have microtransactions, only just for cosmetics." No, they're putting freaking loot boxes with lunch boxes, loot boxes. That's what they call them. And so I kind of knew there was some shady stuff. So I'm just one of the lucky people who did not buy it because I did see the signs. I was reading everything.
Yeah, I thought Fallout 4 was just I thought it was a blatant ripoff of Fallout 3. With that said, Fallout 3 I thought was perfect. I bought everything. I bought all the DLC for that game. I thought that's last generation. I thought that was one of the best games I ever played.
But the problem what I had about Fallout 4 is that the time they were spending making Fallout 76, they could have made DLCs on the what they call it, the companions. I was hoping we get more about our companion stories, our backstories, or something.
Yeah.
We could have actually had more understanding. I just felt like my companions are just people randomly off the street. I just found, and they just follow me everywhere I go. I don't know anything about their story except for Nick Valentine. He's the only one that actually has a full DLC, but everyone
Yeah.
else doesn't. You know, and it's kind of like.
But he was the one most requested, right? Wasn't he the most requested
No, I don't think
background?
so. No,
Okay.
I don't think so because nobody didn't know anything. They had a DLC for him.
Right.
We didn't know about that until later on in the Far Harbor.
Oh,
So, I
yeah.
mean, Far Harbor was the only one I knows that it. That's when the DLC everything was at. But we did. I think when they were doing his, I think they were about to do the other ones. They said, "Well, let's just make a multiplayer because everybody's asking for a multiplayer." So yes, I would say I will kind of blame some of the fandom did kind of was the one kind of pressure, but then it's like you should make a multiplayer. You should make a multiplayer. They made a multiplayer, and you guys see what it results to.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I won't deny that. Yeah, it's I mean, I knew Fallout 7. It just looks stupid. The commercial looks stupid. I mean, it's a stupid looking commercial. So it's like, I'm not gonna buy this. This commercial looks dumb, you know. So it's just, but you know, it is what it is. So so why let me ask you this off the jump here. Why do you think the Xbox Communi-TAY has just all of a sudden started arguing with people online? It's just like it's out of the blue.
You asking me that question?
Yeah.
Uh honestly, if I was unhappy with the results I've been getting from the company that I dedicated to my money and time, their
Mhm.
hardware, their controllers, and their some of the games they gave us, their online base. I'll probably be pissed off too. I mean, I'm not. I feel like I don't know. I'm just seeing a lot of stuff come about. You know, even some of the PlayStation people, I'll be like, what the fuck? But and it was like it's something. You know, the only people I don't really hear much is the Nintendo groups. I don't hear much of their mouth. You know, I don't hear
Yeah.
much of. I don't see them typing all the time. You know, maybe you might have a tiny few. No, nobody. Please don't bring up Blackberry. But he's the only vocalist one. He's the vocalist one. I'll give him that. He's the vocalist one,
Mhm.
but he's not the he. I feel like you know he's one of the few that I can say that he dedicated his life really to Nintendo. But I just feel like you know, as most of us, I just think that sometimes we just doing too. I do you think doing way too much because even as a PlayStation person, even I as I say sometimes look at PlayStation stuff, I'm like, dude, this is not. No, y'all need to go. No, you need to get this kind of game. Why you get that one? You know, this sometimes I look at their list. I know I look at all the stuff they have. You're like, why did they bother buying this? What they got rights for this? But I feel like sometimes these companies they pick and choose what they want to deliver. You know, I personally I just feel like Microsoft could do better, a lot better than before. They had 5 years to do it, and me, I was going to get an Xbox years ago,
Yeah,
but
I
I
have
just
one.
I was going to get the Slim. I wasn't going to get the Xbox set. I didn't give a I still don't give a shit for that one. The Slim one I thought was really good because I wanted to get I was going to get what's that game? Oh, I'm a little sad. Sad to even say that. What's that game? Scalebound. Because I really wanted to get Scalebound so bad, and that was my game I really wanted. So I didn't wait until they announced it, and then we finally get to see the final trailer of that
Right.
game. And then what? A week later, you're gonna tell us you cancel it? But I was
Yeah.
I was devastated. I was like, "There's no
Oh yeah.
reason for the Xbox."
I still remember my Xbox One S coming in. I remember getting it. I set it
Yeah.
up. I was all excited, and I was coming home from work 3, 3:15. I was all like, yeah, you know, I'm excited here. And I pulled up some, you know, to check my phone, and there's all these videos up. You know, like One Stop for Gamers. He's like, Scalebound's been canceled. I'm like, yeah, One Stop just being silly. He says he's gonna start doing some skits. But then as you scroll down, Porter Rock
It
had a
was a
video
whole There was
Yeah.
you know what, I saw like I do remember. I will say this. I do remember. I snuck in, not snuck in, but I did find a old podcast talking about Scalebound. One of the guys, I don't know, he had a meltdown there. He was mad. I don't know who was this one guy. He was pissed about it. I don't know. He was mad about it or he hated the game. I don't know. He was all over the place, but he was just like cussing his butt off. I don't know who this guy was. I was like, I just want to know what happened to Scalebound. That's all I want to know. But
Yeah.
in
Then you heard the people. All right, so your hypothesis is that they're lashing out, they're starting arguments and stuff because they're unhappy. This is
of course, I told
flat
you.
unhappy. Okay.
Yeah, it's the negativity. They're enjoying that negativity dildo. Come on.
Yeah.
It's the negativity dildo. That's what they enjoying right now, and that's what it is. It's like anybody who sits there and gets angry like that, gets upset, start lashing out about things that really don't matter. But it's like they talk about hardware, like the whole anaconda thing. I'm just like, I don't really believe that's a thing. I'm sorry, guys. I don't. I just don't. I don't believe it. I'm sitting here listening to it like it's a nice little code name, but it sounds bizarre for a code name called Anaconda.
Well, it's just a dev kit. Like I heard that the PlayStation 5 dev kit is called the Kraken.
It actually is. It exists. From what I was told, people said it exists. People say it exists.
Yeah, hopefully their Kraken's not lacking. So.
Oh my god! I don't know. For the PlayStation, I just hope that Microsoft does have something they can show for, and I hope they shoot. I just hope they bring something. I don't know if I'm gonna get it on the Xbox because everybody's been talking about building a PC. So I guess I need to start forking over. I work extra hard. I need, I'm still looking for that job though right now, so I could go back and probably, build up my PC because I feel like I got the case. I just need to build it from the ground up. But I just feel like if we're really going to see any type of who's going to get more preference, it's going to be PC players. I'm just going to be real. PC players going to get more preference.
Did you see what 343 just put out? And people in the chat, did you all see that?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, about how it said something about how Halo was going to be given the royal treatment on PC. So now we got two things. We have confirmation that the game is going to PC. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's been now confirmed. Okay, that's
big. I saw that. I didn't want to bring that up. I didn't want to bring that up.
I mean, this is well, no, I'm just saying. I personally think, look, the reason why they're starting arguments, I agree with you that they're unhappy, and that they're unhappy because this thing did not do what these fanboys said. And remember what I told you guys a couple of weeks ago? I said if God of War, I said if Red Dead loses Game of the Year. Remember what I said was going to happen? I said they are going to go crazy because they're looking for a reason to say you need to buy this. You need to buy this on Xbox. They need a reason to say you need to have an Xbox for this, and they can't even do that. I mean, they can't. I mean, that got taken away from them. I was shocked that God of War won Game of the Year. But if you look back on it, it was like because it was pretty damn good. But I just think that they're not relevant. Yeah, go ahead.
I was like, they should have gave it to Detroit Become Human.
For
So
me, me
it's such a
too.
beautiful game. It's such a beautiful,
Yeah.
wonderful narrative, everything. I'm just saying. Um, I just feel like maybe I hope. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I hope that we get a for PS5. I'm gonna talk about PS5 though. I just hope
Uh-oh.
that we get that same. The one thing I really hope that we got from PS3, the interface and stuff, like the whole like setup. Like I
Mhm.
customize my whole theme. I can make it my personal. You know, I wouldn't make it I feel like I make it as my personal console because I feel like the PS4 is just too social media display. Even though this was tended by the I heard the first part developers are pretty much helped out with the PS4, but I just feel like they could. I wish that it didn't look like a Facebook with icons. It feels like that when I'm on there. I'm like I feel like I'm just on Facebook on my PS4. I really don't like this setup. I really like the other setup better. So I just want to make sure that we actually get something that is worth. You know, I'm not saying that the PS5 is going to be terrible.
No, 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 very good. It's allegedly it's performing at a whatever a Vega 5 6 GPU is and a Ryzen 1500 CPU. So whatever that performance is, they were able to get 4K on a lot of the games are 1800p anyway. So if you're interested in 4K, they got most of their first party games that hit 4K native, but you may not give a damn about 4K. You may be into performance, so they're improving the frames too.
What happens if PlayStation does have two consoles? They have one that does more 4K, or just get the original PS.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, two consoles. Because I
It's
feel like
huge.
maybe they were going to go that route because they know that not a lot of people can afford just to go and fork out if that console costs about $500, $600. You know,
Yeah.
it's, you know, it's like, oh, you're going to expect people to buy that much? And for one console, you better have at least two options. And the options, like I said, I do think options are good. It's just that it's the way how you present your options. Don't make it like you're desperate.
Well,
That's the
yeah. I
problem.
mean, it's yeah. So you think Microsoft, if they do have 3 SKUs or 4, whatever people are, all these theories. Do you think do you think that makes them look desperate, or you think they're trying to cover trying to get something out to all the people, at different levels for the game?
I feel it's a little bit of both. I feel like they really wanted to, if they want people to actually experience, because they started to notice with their numbers. Hey, everybody's pointing out. Everybody has pointed out on their podcast that numbers do matter to Microsoft. It's just they're not showing you the real results. They're just showing you what you want to see, you know,
Yeah.
versus what is really out there. So I mean, that could be it. You know, they just like, man, we really need to show people that we actually have quality. We're not going to be like 2013 again. We want to bring back the old crowd back. So they just have to sit there and just give you this. We're going to give you a cheaper console, and we'll give you a streaming device. Or oh, guess what? You can also play on your phone. You can also play on your tablet. You can play on this and that. And it does go to death. It does go to kind of like you want to bring people back out of desperate times because you're a division, Xbox
Hmm.
division. I had to correct myself. I keep saying Microsoft for some strange reason. You're an Xbox division, and you really want to make sure you show you actually have something because you got people at the top are looking down on you like, dude, what are you doing? You're still not making enough money. But
Yeah. Well,
since they got
yeah.
Game Pass is kind of like giving them a little boost. But
Yeah,
how
and
long
then
that's
people
going?
understand engagement. Like if you have Game Pass, if you just go to the Game Pass screen, Microsoft counts that as an engagement. You've engaged Game Pass. You make you. That's the way they count them. They don't. I mean, they can get a little more specific if you go and you whatever you play Moto Sports or that's more. That's a little more in depth. But as
Mhm.
soon as you go to the screen, like literally, you're engaged. That's what they mean by we've engaged with more people. That's what's been cracking me up is and shout out to Robert McLeod. He's in the chat. Man, there was some simp. There was, I don't know what this dude was going through. I mean, he was getting mad. But then I'll say this, and I want your opinion on the whole. I'm sure. Well, I'll ask you if you've seen it. There was some simp. Robert McCraw was just. I mean, this dude, his biscuits were buttery. I mean, when you look at that thread, that's what I talk about. When you say, man, you got grown men who like their biscuits buttery. And I like a little butter, because who don't? I mean, but now the Hawaiian rolls, I can just take them on. But all the rest of these, man, those dudes, just buttery, and this dude was going through it. So let me ask you this: what about? And this is the story of the week so far. What about the fact that somebody found a job listing for the PlayStation about adding more structure to their cloud, and now Sony's going to put games on every single device out there, despite them already.
I kind of knew people were going to use that. I saw that like years ago, but I really never paid no attention to it. And you know why I never paid attention to it? Because it was never in my interest.
Yeah.
I never sit there and just like, and it's not now they're saying it wasn't really everywhere because they didn't promote it for everywhere. If you think about it, PlayStation never really promoted like that because we were busy playing online, not online. We were busy popping the disc in, playing the game. That's it. We never really care about if it's going to be on mobile, it's going to be on the PC, it's going to be on the handheld, it's going to be on the tablet, TV. We didn't care about that because we're busy trying to just play the game that we just bought. We bought the physical or we play it digital. No one really cares about that.
They even announced it at CES in 2014, so it wasn't even a gaming thing. They were just kind of like, yeah, we can play it on tablet, you can play it on mobile phones, you can play. I mean,
I never sit down. Yeah, that's the whole thing. I just like, and now we're hearing people, Sony fans are damaging control. How you could damage control that you don't care about? You can't damage control if you don't. I don't care about that. Everybody's like, oh well, Xbox has done it, so so that's kind of weird that y'all bitching about Xbox doing it and stuff like that. I think people are more upset is that they're announcing all these features and everything, but they're not giving you the games that they should have gave you in the beginning of 2013. That's what they're upset about.
Do you see them saying how they'll say, well, because Microsoft is doing it, that means Sony has to do it. That makes them feel relevant, even though Sony attempted to do this for, well, I guess almost 4 years ago. CES is in a few weeks.
Well, they've been doing this for a while. Actually, they've been doing this for a while. I mean, they're one of the popular mobile games of Faith Grand. What's that called? Faith Grand. I think Operation or something. The Faith series, and that is one of the most popular games. It made so much money on the Sony mobile. So I mean, they're going to look at mobile games. So I already knew Sony was looking at mobile games a long time ago. So I just never was interested in it. So see how I'm using the word interest, because it's not something that we should get all excited about of a company making the mobile games or stuff like that. We should be just getting excited of just playing the games that you like. That's it. What these companies doing, that's on their own. They're doing their own thing. Why are we worried about what they do? I don't care what Sony does. As long as they bring me what's coming to my console, that's all that matters. And they're not going to fuck me over and say, well, we got you this game, but it's going to be on the PC only. Or it's going to be on PC first, and stuff like that. That would be more messed up. I will say that's worth getting mad at Sony about. This ain't happening on Sony's part.
Yeah, and I did not have enough time, and I know it's going to be a big. I take that back. It should be a big weekend subject that Halo is going to PC. Even though people were in denial, people were saying it's not going to happen. Oh, it's happening now, and that to me was huge, because that just broke maybe what 5 hours ago that they confirmed that.
Yeah,
That,
I saw the article and stuff. I just like, oh shit, here we go. I agree. I saw the article. It's like, oh, like this is now. Is it? I just feel like this is what Xbox should be mad. I mean, if you're an Xbox fan, if you're part of that piece of plastic fan, and you
yeah,
should never get mad at Sony. You should get mad at. I'm not saying you should get mad at Microsoft. Is pretty much putting more favoritism to the PC. That is should be
yeah.
the biggest complaint. If I
But
remember, one of the most
anyway,
yeah, that should be the biggest complaint. You should be mad at them. But I could totally see a bunch of PC and Xbox fans arguing. I could totally see that right now. When that game comes out on the PC, you're going to see a bunch of angry Xbox fans because they're going to say, "What the fuck?"
yeah. Oh boy, they are. It's almost like when, despite Sony announcing Spider-Man being being exclusive to their console, like when Insomniac started sharing the screenshots and some of the stuff that was going to be on the game, they were like, "Oh, well, this game's going to be on the Xbox because all the Spider-Man games are." I was like, "They just told you guys it wasn't going to happen."
Yeah, they
What
said
the
in
heck?
2016. Yeah,
Yeah,
2016 when they announced the Spider-Man game is coming to the PlayStation 4. And no one was excited. You didn't hear nobody talk about it on Twitter. You didn't hear nobody talk about it. Only a small portion of the fan base talked about it. But you didn't hear anybody talking about it until 2017 when they really pushed it out there. People were asking, oh, is the Spider-Man coming to the PC? Is the
yeah,
Spider-Man coming to PC? They said no. People in the PC community was getting angry at Insomniac for not presenting that to them. So the next thing they did was, okay, so they were going to spread rumors like, oh, they're not caring about the PC crowd and all that stuff, and people were trying to spread rumors stuff like that. And I'm just like,
yeah,
it didn't hit, it was a hit and miss because no one didn't really care. Not even journalists didn't even give a shit.
yeah.
Now, since 2018, you saw everything coming to PlayStation getting become the top, is being this and that, is getting all the attention. Now people are questioning the questionability about PlayStation. Like, wait a minute, is PlayStation really all that great? You know, they're just trying to figure. They're just trying to challenge if PlayStation is what they're saying they are, and they came out with new game, got good ratings, new game, another rating, good games. All these, I'm not going to go by Metacritic scores because I don't believe in them, but what I believe is that people from word of mouth who actually play these games and those who actually love the game for what they are, really pretty much the word of mouth is what bought PlayStation even more upfront. And then you had Microsoft. I feel like there was a jealous streak coming out of not Microsoft, sorry. There was a jealous streak coming out of the Xbox division. There was a jealous streak. Why do you think they were so caught up with the whole crossplay, or they're getting caught up with so much of, you know, they congratulate. What I liked about, they congratulate Sony for all these games in the beginning. So I thought that was quite interesting for, you know, I'm like, why are they congratulating them? And then you just see some of the Xbox fanboys mostly were getting upset, like, why are you congratulating them? This is the games you
I
should
did
bring
see
to
that.
us.
Yeah,
I was
I did see
like,
that. Yeah,
I saw that, and I'm just like, this is crazy. This is not. You guys should be like. I mean, you should be asking questions. Don't get me wrong. You should be asking questions, but it just got really weird. Then all of a sudden, after I think the beginning of E3, and Xbox announced their all these trailers and stuff, and I'm just like, they're doing the exact same thing Sony was doing. And then we saw Near Automata, that
yeah.
was actually a PlayStation exclusive. I found out later on it was a PlayStation exclusive. It was a PlayStation exclusive, not a time exclusive. It was an actual exclusive.
Hmm.
And I think what happened was,
With Platinum Games, right? That's Platinum Games.
yeah, the whole Platinum Games, they made that because think about it, they never said this was going to be on the Xbox at all.
Right.
None. So all of a sudden it was on the, and then you got to think about it. Not Insomniac, Square Enix is pretty much into Microsoft pockets. So we're just going to basically say not Insomniac, but Square Enix really is. They're very they have a little hand in Microsoft, so that's probably why they bought it to there. Because Platinum Games had no say so for what console should go on. They just made the game, and Square Enix published it.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
And it's on PC too. It's on PC as well. So I do forget about.
It came out day and day.
It came out. It came on PC as well, but still, yeah, it did came on PC.
Yeah.
And someone said Square Enix is pro Microsoft. Since when?
They're more pro PC.
They've been doing a lot for. I mean, they're doing. Yeah, it was on PC. I forgot the PC one. Oops, sorry. I correct myself there. Take the L right there. I'll take the L really strongly.
Oh yeah, she took an L.
I take the L strongly. I don't get upset like that. You know, I don't get upset like, oh no, I'm right. You're right. No, I know, guys. I take that L deeply. Oh, why doing this? I don't know. Have you guys just noticed that a lot of things that come on was exclusively to PlayStation or Nintendo is going to Xbox, and they never really tell you if it's going to be a time exclusive. Now they're telling you time exclusives.
Yeah,
back then they rarely say the game is time exclusive. All you know is that next minute is on another console. I'm like, wait a minute, I thought this was exclusively. It was weird.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I don't disagree, but I think they don't feel relevant anymore. I think honestly, with the way human behavior is, when you're feeling your back is to the wall, and people are you're becoming irrelevant. You start to lash out. I think that's I agree, though. You brought up about being unhappy as well. I think that they're unhappy, and I think they're unhappy because they're becoming irrelevant.
I wasn't happy when I found out Scalebound was canceled, so I was.
Well, yeah, I know. I was right there in the same boat. I was pissed.
I was cussed out everybody. And then one thing I noticed that people were blaming Platinum for this.
Like, they stole their money.
They sold their money, and they were doing it because of Nier. When Nier was going around, they were saying that Nier was originally going to be. I remember some asshole trying to blame that Nier was the actual game that was supposed to be on the. They were trying to say that was the money from. Sony, it's like Sony stole it or something. It was someone trying to. I remember that someone trying to spread rumor like that, said that money was going to that project.
I remember that. They said they didn't have the money to finish Nier, so Microsoft gave them the money to start doing Scalebound, and they stole the money to make it. I'm like, all right, well then somebody ought to be in prison, because that's like international theft. Get Austin Powers, get somebody international theft on this shit, and nobody went to jail.
I remember that was that. So we're trying to spread rumors like that, and I do remember being like, excuse me. I remember the collect. I'm mad because I didn't get the Nier collection, like the actual statue and everything. So I'm pretty pissed off. I really wanted that, but I just got it day one. I just went into the gaming store and just say, "Hey, you got Nier?" Yeah. So I just bought it and played it, and ever since then, I like that game. It's beautiful. It's crisp.
$48 for it.
It was shoot. I think they
just sell Black Friday for $29. I didn't get it.
Oh, you should go on Black Friday. Well, they're gonna have another Black Friday coming up pretty soon. It's after Christmas sale. After Christmas. Actually,
I won't get it then either. I got to get my motherboard. My motherboard's in my cart. I'm just waiting to pull the trigger.
You know what?
Next Thursday.
Fatal Shira. I do believe that too. I believe they wouldn't even buy that game. They're not gonna buy it. They wouldn't buy it. They wouldn't buy Scalebound.
I would.
You know what? No, not you. I said some the hardcore fanboys would not buy Scalebound because remember, it's Japanese crap. It should never be.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember that.
Nier's Jap crap too. It has fake HDR on the Xbox. Just so you know, fake HDR on the Xbox. So You know,
So
but
yeah, I remember seeing that the whole folks were arguing about that to the point where oh, it was I saw and you know what? I was not even in the YouTube gaming community. I just went on there to just figure out because sometimes some people actually have some really good comments about how they felt. I just hear people's opinion about most of the stuff. And yeah, the only like I said, the only podcast I was looking at was the again when you were on the podcast you were on the multiplayer podcast.
oh yeah, I popped in
Yeah, when
there
you
every
were
once in
on
a while.
there. So I
Shout out to
listened
next
to
year 720.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I listened to you and I listened to Polar Rock and all of them. They were the only you guys were the only ones I actually listened to. And
Well,
but
thank
every now and then I will skip to other little channels, but it was never really all that big. Um but yeah, that was the time I was looking at a lot of this stuff. I'm just like, oh, this is what people in the gaming community do. Some of them, I mean, I mean, the little bit was a Blackbuster credit. Yeah, that's what I did really follow
Oh
him.
yeah, that dude was
He,
cool. He
so,
was destroying people when he debated them.
oh, the debates were actually hilarious.
Yeah, he
Um,
was destroying
he's the
people.
only PlayStation dude I remember who used to just be very open about certain stuff. So I'll admit he was the only one that was very open about a lot of things. About he's the one who pointed out. I think he was the original one who pointed out about the whole like Capcom locking characters in the CD and released as a DLC. There was already in the CD, but they just never unlocked them until you had to pay. So I do remember him talking about the Tekken and Capcom game.
Yeah,
Yeah, so he was
I
one of
wonder
he
what
was the
happened to
original.
him because he got a
Oh,
job at or he got a promotion at Blockbuster, and of course they went out of business. I wonder what happened with him.
he's as far as I know, he's the last time I checked on him, he just he said he's doing fine. There was the last post he made. I'm not sure. He said he's doing fine, but because he just told people that he's doing okay. He's having child custody issues. So let's leave it as that.
Oh no, not one of those again. Oh my
Yeah, he's having
god.
child custody issues. So well, we're just gonna leave that alone. We're just gonna leave that alone.
Yeah.
I don't know
Oh
the whole
my
story.
god.
The reason why I'm not saying anymore because I don't know the whole story between those two. So we just have to leave that alone and not spread rumors about it. Just give him the support that he needs. That's all you can do.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I'm typing in my motherboard. That's what I'm getting. All right, because the motherboard I got the gigabyte with
Mhm.
folks, it was the guy said it wasn't any good. So he asked me to get another motherboard, but it was like $110. I'm like, well, I'm not gonna spend $110 on a motherboard. So I
110. Well, the motherboard
yeah,
is the most important part. Okay.
oh yeah. I know everybody says we gotta go up high. So I found one. Shout out to Jemiah Dixon. That's the one he said for me to go ahead and get for the latest BIOS. Because that's the problem is that it would not update the BIOS. So I'm going to go ahead and get this motherboard. It's in my little chamber, but I haven't pulled the trigger yet because I got to pay my phone bill. That's a little more important.
That's what you need. That's one thing you need.
Yeah,
Yeah, don't worry. You can work on that. Don't no, just work on that. I will. Just work on the most important thing, and that is the cell phone bill. To tell you.
yeah, yeah. I got to keep
Um,
the cell phone on. That's just the way it's going to be, folks.
you need that.
I
Shoot, I walked
gotta
around
be.
with you know what it took me when I mean this is way back when, but I remember when Metro had those little cell phones with the different kind of colors and stuff. Those little it looked like the Nokia's phones, but they weren't. They were like another brand, just like the old Samsung ones. And I was one of those people who rarely use my phone. I used to leave my phone in the house. I just never brought my phone anywhere. I rarely have my phone. I started using my phone like about 7, 8, no, like around 8 years ago. I started using my phone more. Then I knew how much I needed it. Then I was like, damn, I need this phone because I was still using, you know, I just call home and stuff like that for important things. But other than that, I was never really a big cell phone person. So
I'm not either. I just want to keep it on because I'm coming to the holidays. And people
Yeah,
want me texting because I wouldn't care. I'd be like, well, because I can go ahead and call Spectrum and have them come out tomorrow.
yeah,
Come
that's
out
what you.
tomorrow
'Cause,
and with a phone.
I
But yeah,
mean,
this hook
yeah, we
phone.
still got a house phone, so it's like, what, a cell phone? Why do you need that?
Yeah,
Just
house
a house
phone. Yeah.
phone. Come on. But sometimes there's certain things you've got to use a house phone for. So, um, let me see what else we could talk about. I mean, you know what? I don't know what to say because there's just so much sadness and whining from these from the fanboy side. Doesn't matter who it is. It just makes it more hard to actually enjoy Twitter. So I was just like, I would sit there just and I'll just talk to people about games. And that's what I've been doing. Just come in, just drop up and say, you know what, this game is coming now. I hope everyone's excited for it. You
Well,
know?
that's just it. There's MLB The Show is coming out for PlayStation. Oh,
Okay.
what about? Let me ask you this. I mean, I'm not going to say the name. I just call him Jack Reacher.
Yay.
Apparently makes a video and says that the PS5 is coming out in 2019 because all Sean Layton said was something about we'll see you guys next year. I don't know how that gets spun into PS5 is coming next year. I don't understand this. I truly don't understand it because I've always told people it's all rumor until the company says it. I mean, when Sony walks out, whether it be at CES or whatever the VidCon or DevCon, and they say the console's coming out on this day, we reserve this time wherever. Y'all need to stop rocking that BS because you're making yourselves look crazy. Now they're talking about I have a mid-tower fatal. Now you're saying the micro. See, I've asked several people what a micro ATX board work, and they said something about the DVI. What exactly is the DVI? I'm going to use the HDMI. So, what exactly is the DVI? Can somebody tell me that? So Stardust said Spectrum be disconnected my internet connection. Yeah.
Oh my god, it's a DVI?
Uh,
Is that the digital visual interface?
digital something in it. Well, apparently, if you have a micro ATX, it's hard to get to the DVI. That's what I've been told. Now I don't know if that's true. I'm just letting people know that's what I've been told. So so I'm just that's just it. I'm just asking. I mean, I'm not saying I know because if I can get a micro ATX, I can get that today. I'll just go right to Amazon and pull the trigger. So
Pull the trigger.
yeah, will also be. Hold on, the digital visual interface port will also be on your graphics card as well. Really? Really? Well, I'm gonna have to look into it then. I mean, that's all I can
That's
say.
just also. I'm looking at right now. I'm gonna Google search, and as far as I know, if you talk about the cable and everything, it says is DVI better than HDMI.
I just want the damn thing to work when it comes on.
That's all that should matter. Yeah, does it work? That's the question.
Yeah.
Some of these stuff just reminds me back. You know what? All these chords just reminds me back of the old school days of putting your PC together. When you actually buy your full constructed PC, you had to put it all together, and they had all these chords. You're kind of like now you think about it, it's like what?
It did not look hard. Like when I was doing it, I'm like, well, this doesn't look hard. That's all those damn screws. I'm like, where did these screws go? I mean, I literally was like, where the hell did these screws go? I mean, that's all I was literally like, I said, you know what people are not telling you guys is that they get their you can actually, and I didn't know this, you can actually get your tower with your motherboard and CPU already installed. That's what a lot of people are doing, and they're paying the extra. It's like an extra $80 to get that on some because some people cut you deals. They'll put that in for you Then your shit gets delivered. All you got to do is put in your power source, you download your IO or OS, whatever you want, operating system. Then just snap on your GPU, and that GPU snaps on like a Lego, and then put your RAM in. But everything else is done, and then you turn the shit on. And that's just they're not telling people that. I mean, I found that out the hard way. That's why if I build another PC, it's gonna come ready. The CPU and the motherboard are already gonna be mounted. All I want to do is connect the RAM, and I'll figure that out. I'll put the computer on its tummy or on its back, and I'll snap everything in. So
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, if you're just looking for, is it going to be like, what games are you expecting to play on the PC that you really want to play? What is your most anticipated game that you want to play?
Question. It's a great question. I'm so glad you asked that. Here's the way PC gaming works. And this is for everybody. Okay, this is the way it works. Whatever games come out the year of your graphics card, it's going to always run better on that graphics card. So I'll just give you examples. Everybody's like, I got to squeeze in a Mass Effect reference. Mass Effect Andromeda came out when the 1070, I think 1070 came out, either 1070 or 1070 Ti. They ran that game on a 1070 Ti. So that was 2 years ago. So any game that has come out since then does not run as well on the 1070 because it still runs very good. But you compare that 1070 to 1080, that 1080 is going to run circles around it. It'll be an ultra when the other one will be at mid to high. And that's the way that thing works. Now, there's some people, shout out to J-Dub City, he got the 2080 Ti. So he has the best version of everything. Because now that's the most up-to-date graphics card, right?
Yeah.
Right. So he's gonna and that's anybody. So if you're going to run, like, that's why I said, well, hey, if I play Mass Effect 1, how, I was asking Sick Humor and Jemai Dixon. They said, well, that your cards will blow that away. Why? Because the game Mass Effect came out in 07, right? So can you imagine what I can run that on PC? A game is 10, 11 years old. So that game will be smoke. It'd be as Lincoln Clay would say, the smoke. So, and then Mass Effect 2. High,
Go ahead. I think did he have like a podcast today or yesterday?
He did one late last night because I was listening.
Okay. Yeah, he did last night. Okay, and I'm like, wait a minute, I haven't heard anything from him in a while. Oh man,
Corey Massey said it's not as hard as you're making it. No, well, are you talking about my PC? Here's the deal. I would get the micro ATX. Here's what I don't like. I don't like the fact, one, I'm ordering it. I can't test it. Two, I may take it to where I'm getting it made, where the black order is assembling it, and he could come out and say, "Hey, this is not going to work." I mean, I'm not saying that he would, but then I have to return it. And that sucks.
That's one thing. That will suck if you just have to return the card. That's why I said the only downside about it is trying to make sure is everything really compatible to your PC. That's the only thing I would say that's pretty hard.
Well, that's why I'm getting the matching the boy girl. I'm getting AMD CPU, AMD graphics card. To me, and when you start mixing, that's where you're going to start running into trouble. They said that's where most people run into the most problems.
I am so happy. I know what you're talking about when you say boy and girl plugins. I am so happy when I hear people say, "Well, do you know there's a blend?" I'm like, "Yeah, we learned that in a computer class in high school."
Maharazi, shout out to him, said the full ATX has more slot. I guess you mean more slots to expand features. That's cool because the next graphics card I'm going to get is that Vega, like that movie Contact, where Jodie Foster's character went to Vega.
Oh, that movie's good.
Yeah, that was real good. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love that movie. I've watched that movie so many times. It's not even funny.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm loving that movie. I still watch a little bit. I love it, but yeah, good movie. I read that's the movie recommendation for the weekend, guys. Over the holiday, get Contact. Jodie Foster, a very young Matthew McConaughey. This is where he
Yeah.
first broke in. Tom Skerritt, great movie. Great movie. Almost as good as it's not as good as Close Encounters of the Third Kind. And that's on Netflix. So you all should be watching. I should have watched that.
I
I mean,
watched
I'm
that
gonna
so many
start.
times as a kid. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start taking people to the wall. I'm gonna start having all my, all these people, all these mods are gonna start taking you all to the wall, which is timing you out. It's to the wall if you all don't watch this. So yeah, and I want that Vega GPU because that to me is the ultimate. That Ryzen 1600, that Vega 5.6.
Mm-hmm.
I may have to get a different cooler though, because AMD builds run hot, HOTT. So yeah, hot. Just so people know, they have to work harder to get the same.
But do you need a cooler? That's the question. Do you need a cooler for your PC, or is that recommended or optional?
It came with a Wraith Spire cooler on
Okay.
the Ryzen CPU. Now you can get that came stock. Now you can get a different one. That's why you see people get those water coolers and stuff like that.
Oh,
So
I went online. I've been seeing some people actually have some really amazing PC builds. I've been looking at on even on my Twitter. I've been seeing some PC builds. I'm just like, dang, y'all got some ones that flash lights. It looks like
yeah,
a UFO.
yeah,
It was like really amazing.
yeah, those are RGB, and those if I can catch some on sale, because you see the fans, they'll turn color.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, those fans right now. Now I don't know what they are on Amazon, but at Best Buy they're about 39, and the regular fan is like 19. But you're paying for it to turn colors. It's like the keyboards. You can get RGB keyboards.
So it's
You know,
one like 1,000.
what now? What thousand? What now?
Yeah. And how much it costs?
What the keyboard?
Oh no. The fans
Fan?
and stuff.
Oh no, the
Yeah.
fans are like $39 each, and you can
Oh,
get
they're
you
not
can get
that
a
bad?
deal
Oh,
on them. Yeah, they're not horrible. The regular fans are about 19.
oh,
So
I was gonna say, I'm like, wait, what? I was gonna say, I
yeah,
thought you said like 1,000. I'm like, oh, I hope nobody's not paying all that much for its own freaking fans.
and that's why when people say I have a $1,000 PC bill, they didn't start at 1,000 or 2,000. That's just stuff that they say. I mean, when you get and they will say I have a $2,000 PC, but I guarantee you they started at about $600,
Oh,
and then
okay.
they aggregated it up. Yeah, and they wait. The PC Communi-TAY, they wait. They will wait on these Steam sales and all when parts go on sale. That's what they do. They ambush these, Tom's Hardware, Newegg, Amazon. They ambush these stores to get their stuff, and they'll
Well,
save
I
for a
think
year. Like the people now, they're saving right now for next year's graphic card. Like I have a 580. So if I want to go to the next graphic card, I want to get the 56. I'm saving now. I'll start saving next year for it.
okay. All right. I guess I'm learning. I'm learning as you guys go. I'm learning as you go. I'm learning
Yeah,
everything. So I'm just trying to I'm trying to get all these ideas of how I want to build my PC. I'm thinking about getting a different case. Got this pink case, like a very simple pink case. It has the CD drive slot.
cool.
And I was like, I can't find a CD drive anywhere. That's the downside. So anybody knows where I can find one? They still sell the CD drives. Just let me know, because I do have my Dragon Age game that I bought a long time ago. It's on the PC, and because I really got it for the first Dragon Age. I got it for um the PlayStation 3, and I
Mm-hmm.
got the Origins, and came with my PlayStation 1 came also with Origins and um the DLC for Awakening.
Yeah.
That was a really good. and all the other stuff. It came with a lot because I had the one that came with the DLCs, and I have the my other one is the PC version that came with all the DLCs and everything. I have all the stuff, so I really want to get back into building a computer so I could get back to buying all this stuff again and start, not just for that game, but I do want to play other games that's coming to the PC as well. I'm not gonna lie to you, I really want to go back and play I'd rather play Warframe on the PC more than the PlayStation. And the reasons why is because PC, I feel like you could do a little more to it, have more of a. Cause that game is fast paced, but sometimes it lags when it comes to internet on certain areas.
Yeah,
Like,
I
it's
understand.
graph wise, it lags in the graphics. I'm like, God damn. So I'd rather play that on the PC than.
Yeah, now what's called saying? Yeah, Micro Center. I
Yes,
haven't
I have a
checked
pink
that out.
one. Yes, I have a pink computer. Okay,
It-
leave me alone.
yeah, and she had a pink. I remember she had that pink face to match the pink computer. So, but yeah, I had everything. Everything's lined up for me. So the Spider-Man DLC, and also Witcher 3. If you guys haven't played Witcher 3 yet, and you got the Pro, it's
Yeah.
$20 for the complete edition. 20 bucks. That's all the way through next year. So anybody who has not played it yet, no excuses. You don't get these games, you're going to the wall. That's all I can say to you, to the wall. So I never heard of Price Watch Players United Gaming. Have you heard of Price Watch? Yeah.
No.
No.
No, never heard of it. I'll check it out if that's the case. Is that
Yeah,
the website?
yeah, I don't know. They're saying it's good. I don't know if it's something you put in and it finds the cheapest one, or I found that motherboard that was talking about somewhere else. So it's
Yeah,
in my
it's sort of like
car.
this is like a Craigslist. There's
Yeah, I
no
don't know.
Craigslist. It shows like
Yeah.
discounts. I'm on here right now. It's not just PC, but they do a lot of other stuff. Figurines, clothes. And yeah, it does match prices.
Oh,
It does
well,
match
that's
prices
cool.
for other stuff. Like if you want to get it's $50 off, but I think this is because of the holiday sale, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
So they have some GameStop stuff, and it's like originally $15 for a fungal Batman gold. It's $15, but you get for 7.5.
Oh, it's not bad at all. Yeah, I still have to get an RGB keyboard and
Yeah,
mouse. That's
$7.50. So
yeah,
that
Price
looks pretty
Watch is
cool.
money for parts. Yeah. That does sound like a cool deal. Yeah, yeah. So that's my plan. So, all right, let me ask the chat because we haven't asked you all. Why do you think the Xbox Communi-TAY is starting all these arguments online? I mean, what's your honest opinion? Don't have to write an entire soliloquy, just a few words. The anger, they're disappointed. They're trying to stay relevant. What you got? All of the above. I'm just trying to see what they think. I can also see this is a way you can tell if they're paying attention. You ask them to participate. If not, you're going to the wall. You don't participate, you're going to be going to the wall. All right. They're mad because they got no games.
I was mad. Don't get me started. I was mad. I was like about to give me the. I was thinking about the reason why I was mad because I wanted to get if Scalebound was going to be a bundle for the
Yeah.
Xbox S, because that's what
Yeah.
I wanted. I wanted that to be a bundle for the white Xbox S, and I will automatically get it. And that's the only reason why I was pissed off, because when they cancel it, everything's gone. But did you guys know something? Did you guys know the look of the new Nier's design looks exactly like the main character from Scalebound? It
That's
looks
true.
exactly the same look. So I'm assuming Scalebound is pretty much Devil May Cry 5.
It wouldn't shock me. And I still have to look more into Devil May Cry because I played the first two games on, I guess it'd be PlayStation 2. And I'm like, this is okay. I mean, it just kind of, why is this so popular? But I'll look into it like Resident Evil 2. I mean, that to me was
Crackdown 3 is trash.
trash. Well, let's wait. Yeah,
Don't have the games to play because they are bored. I mean,
yeah. I don't disagree with
Ian
that.
said, keep up the great work, Craig.
Oh, shout out to Ian Robinson, aka the Scottish Savage, aka the man with a mask, aka the man who loves Venom.
Because the best box thing. Because it's the best box.
What's up, Jay Fonz? Jay Fonz be speaking things into reality. I love it. You gotta love my man Jay Fonz. Check out Jay Fonz tomorrow. Man, I hope you're feeling better. And go check out Jay Fonz tomorrow night on 60 Frames No Lag.
60 Frames No Lag.
Yeah, we're supposed to be doing that tomorrow night. Don't go there for me. Go there and check out Jay Fonz. Hopefully his voice is better though. I know he was taking an L the other day on the voice, on his voice. So
Project
Crackdown 3 gameplay looks like horse poo. Is it really? Does it really look that bad? All right, what about control?
I don't know. I can't really say anything about that. So I'm confused about it because I really thought Crackdown was part of the Saint Rose series because it looks just like Saint Rose. I hate to say this.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
It looks like Saint Rose 100%, like everything. So I really thought it was part of that series. So
good point. I just like I said, I mean, I've been at work, so I don't the Impatient Fighter said it was like a 360 game. I mean, look, all right, fine. I mean, as long as it's fun. I mean, I'm not buying it because I just don't buy games like that. I mean, if I want to blow stuff up, I'll play Red Faction, where you can blow up the entire planet. You know, so it's 60 frames no lag with next gen. The bot father may be on there. I mean, I don't know. You know, Porter Rock always brings on a guest. Who knows? J Tech may be on there tomorrow. I don't know.
Don't do that. They might have, they might have spoken terms to each other. Who knows? You're right. Who knows? Never know about what people say because you never, I know. I saw that. I saw that thing. I was like, this is so silly. You guys are all silly.
This is the way he came on that podcast. He's like, grand opening, grand close. It's like, no. Yeah. So, all right. So IGN footage looks like
I am not knocking Saint Rose. I love that game. I love Saint Rose.
That game was
crazy. Never knock that. That game is so much fun. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I play it with the Saint Rose 4. That's the only reason why I played and I loved it. And I'm disappointed in myself.
I still remember the first review. Of Saints Row, of Saints Row 1. It's in a bigger, better looking version of Grand Theft Auto. That's what it was called. It was called the bigger, better looking version of Grand Theft Auto.
It was a game you could basically hit people with giant dildos. That was the greatest thing ever. You could walk around naked and hit people.
Yeah, it was crazy. So Agents of Mayhem looks better than Crackdown 3. Okay. Well, I mean, again, if you're about the graphics, then you ought to be on PC. That's all I can tell you. Roundtable. Yeah, it's gonna be busy tomorrow. I know Ryan, the professional, does his podcast.
Yeah, y'all gonna be busy. I ain't gonna say nothing because every time I post, they're like, okay, I'm not gonna say anything. This is great. I say, because I think when I do, I just go in there and say, hey, here's the update, and I go on there for almost 3 hours. I said, this is horrible. I need to stay on time.
Yeah, roundtables tomorrow, and then 60 frames no lag. That's tentatively tomorrow. That the Porter Rock, I think, has got it scheduled for 8 Eastern. So have to wait and see if it stays at 8 Eastern. So, but yeah. So and like I said, I'll be off because I'll be probably playing that Spider-Man. Maybe, I don't know. So I may order that motherboard. It'd be PO, can't afford the OR. But we'll have to wait and see. We never know what's going to happen here. Shout out to Jody's Corner. He's doing his review of Aquaman right now. I've already
Oh,
seen it.
okay. Hey, yo, Andrew brought up a really good question. Asked you a question. You
Yeah,
heard
what's up?
about the Xbox, Brazilian Xbox, fan who sued on a sued for, I guess, crude. So I guess some type of crude humor or something like that. So I guess a journalist. I guess they were, I don't know,
Getting
arguing.
sued? Jesus.
A
No,
fan
I've not
who
heard.
brought who yeah, that guy. Yeah. I heard it. I've been seeing things about it. I did a reblog on I not reblog. I retweeted and I said, "Yikes."
Yeah. Well,
I didn't know.
Fatal Charades that said to get an RMA for the other motherboard. Like I can't. They're holding my other motherboard kind of as collateral, even though it's bad until I bring in the new one. That was kind of the deal. And he's not charging me for anything yet. That was another part. So, because everything's going to cost a C note. It's going to cost us one stack. So to get everything put
I'm
together.
awesome. Thank you. I'm awesome. Now you just filled me with a bunch of encouragement. Thanks, everybody. But go ahead. Sorry, Craig. This is your
Oh
podcast.
no!
I'm interrupting
It's
you. My bad.
Aquaman. Is Aquaman any good? It was okay. I didn't think it was great. I thought it was good. It was in the same mode as Iron Man 1 and Captain America, the first Avengers, in that mode.
And
They're
that's
trying
good.
to world build. Yeah, they're world building, which is hard to do. And they don't give you enough background of some of the other characters. And they did not stay kind of true to what happens with the Atlantans when they come up to the surface for a long time. But maybe they've retconned that and just didn't tell us. So that's all I can say. So,
Damn.
Google, Xbox, Naglo from Brazil getting sued. All right, well, I believe he's getting sued. I mean, the only thing I like from Brazil was the rum. And then I'm telling you, I've been there, the women. My God, those are some of the prettiest women on this planet. They
Hey,
are
pretty much.
Portuguese and African. Wow. That was a toxic mix. But Fatal, you said I'm getting ripped off. I don't see it like that. I mean, I'm getting the motherboard for a decent price. And if this motherboard doesn't work, I can send it back to Amazon and get the guy said I can get like a gift card. Then I'll just go get a different kind of. I'll get the what you call it, MTX, MATX. I'll get that if this motherboard doesn't work. That's my plan.
Actually, about that guy being sued, though,
Yeah.
there's actual information that the judge called him out on his behavior as being a grown man, a bizarre of a grown man. Was it? He said, "Oh, hold on, let me try to find it." You
Mm-hmm.
can go ahead. I'll look for it.
All right. So Corey Massey said he's not paying to see Fish Boy with his shirt off 90% of the time. Well, they're underwater, so they're gonna have no clothes on.
I mean, okay. So here it is. The judge said that the in the documents that it was bizarre for an adult to spend so much time defending a company, and that it was painful to have to watch the video presumed as evidence.
Damn. Damn. Well, I knew there was some crazy folks in Brazil, but in part, I think it wouldn't shock me if that guy worked for Microsoft, because isn't part of the Xbox assembled in Brazil?
Guys. It has its own. It does. It wasn't like it has its own factory down there.
Yeah, I think part of the factory that actually is assembling is actually down there.
They said that it's hard to get PlayStation down there because of the you really have to, I guess, international delivery down there is like hard. So I don't know. Some weird stuff. I don't know. It's just some weird things go down there.
All right, Fatal Sharon. I'll call Gigabyte tomorrow. and see if they will send me a new one, despite me still having the old one in the computer waiting on the new one. I'm not saying that you're wrong. I will definitely try it. I'd rather spend no money than whatever I'm about to drop on that thing. So somebody said Vieira Tron the movie.
Yeah, gotta get that movie. I get all the. You know what is kind of funny? Oh, here, Craig. You know what's kind of funny? Hold on, damn cats.
How many do you have?
They're kittens, but they're actually almost full grown because right now they turn up everything.
Try my name and then try 4, 5, 6, or my name and then the down button. Is it 5, 4, 6? Maybe somebody in that thing knows it. So somebody in there knows my thing. I don't really know it. So motherboards usually have a 3-year warranty. All right. Well, I'm not saying it doesn't. So yeah, I'm still live. Yeah, I'm off tomorrow. I got a 3-day weekend. There's college football on. I got some wings I'm gonna make tomorrow.
Watch.
I'm playing Spider-Man.
Watch. You guys gonna hear the cat yelling at my door like, "No, you just want to leave. Then you want to come back in." Oh, Roger, the movie. Movie of a robotic cat lady. You know what I really think? What I really hoping to see next year is some. I just want to see other projects coming out. That's all I'm asking. I just want to see other projects coming out. I do want to see. What's that? Awakening. That other one that's coming on the PlayStation.
Project Awakening. Yeah.
Yes, I want to see that. I want to see more gameplay of that because it looks like Dragon's a Dogma. So much. I thought it was. I was like, oh, is that Dragon? No, it wasn't. But it looks gorgeous. So I'm hoping.
Yeah, that was an early build of that game too.
That's an early build, and
yeah,
it looks that good. Damn.
Yeah, that scale down. I'm like, well, that guy does kind of look like the same person.
No, the one it's the Nero has the design of the main character from Scalebound. Just the only thing his arm is different. He doesn't have the scaly dragon arm. He has a prosthetic robotic arm.
Oh, okay. Kind of like the Winter Soldier.
Or a demon arm. I thought it was supposed to be a demon arm, but I don't know. It changes every time I see it. Yeah, let me see. I didn't really like Nero from the 4th game, so I'm pretty shocked of his personality change in the 5th game. So,
well, why are they trying to make the devil cry for the 5th time? Because he didn't cry the first time.
I think the Devil May Cry, the first game, was just going to be a one-time project, and it got so popular, it became Devil May Cry 1, 2. Then I played 3. I played 1. I beat 1. I beat 2, and I beat 3.
Yeah, see, I beat 1. I played 2. I didn't like 2. Now, my best friend, shout out to my boy Bill Logan, he loved that. He loves that series, but after he got married, I don't think he ever played 4.
I mean, the second game you actually introduced Luca, the demon, the female demon in there. She is really cool. She's like the ninja of the group. I was hoping that they brought her back in the series, but they never did. I'm just like, man.
El Matador said part 2 was trash. Well, I mean, I
didn't think it was trash. I didn't think it was trash. I've had so much fun with that one. But that's it's based off opinions. I will agree with that one.
Somebody asked, "Is it true Days Gone has been delayed?" Not to my knowledge. It was pushed to April. I mean, it was pushed to April. So
yeah, it's on April. I maybe some people are trying to spread rumors again. Anthem's going to be lit.
I don't know.
Kind of borderline. Like, I really want to play Anthem, but at the end is pretty much Mass Effect that should have been.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard for me to play that game.
Yeah.
I'll play it, but
Yeah.
I'll just kind of be playing it. I'm not gonna invest emotionally into it like
Yeah.
I
Me neither. Me
did.
neither. Me
I
neither.
did not realize how much I missed those old Mass Effect characters until you play Andromeda. You know, you'll start. But with that said, if you play Andromeda the way you're supposed to play it, you play Mass Effect 1, then you're supposed to play Andromeda, then you go back and play Mass Effect 2.
Okay, thanks.
So
It's free demo.
what's a free demo
What's the free demo? Is it?
for Anthem? You're talking about, or is Anthem a January game?
I thought it was January, or was
Yeah.
it February?
So Andromeda is more a side story than anything. Yeah, I agree with that. They took a side story and they
Oh
made
yeah,
it.
it's a drama. No drama. It is Anthem. Anthem's gonna have a free demo pretty soon.
Oh, okay, cool.
They should have started the free demo now, but understanding they're on beta right now. They're doing beta testing, so
Oh, okay.
and no one can't say anything about it, so it's under wraps, confidentiality. You can't say nothing.
You gotta keep it on the down low.
Yeah, because yeah,
Oh, that's what I use. That's what my generation would say. R. Kelly, keep it on the down low.
that's why he in trouble.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
He need those girls who keep it on the down low.
Oh no, he liked them their age below.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, maybe they were better cooks. I mean, if you will try to put ragu in there when that man wants Prego, you may have a fight on your hands.
I don't
So
know. I
yeah,
just
now Rage 2 does look interesting. That did look interesting, that demo. So,
do they have a demo already out?
well, that demo they played at E3, that it
Oh,
looked pretty fun.
that you know what we noticed there's a lack of demos on these games, so they're just coming out broken.
Yeah, but it's like people complain. People get a demo, they complain.
I
Like
think
you get
no,
broken.
I don't think that's the case. I remember people when we had demos, we knew there was gonna be bugs in it because it's a demo. So we have a demo versus a. I think people were getting free like actual access versus a demo because demos you have like a snippet of the game. Access you have the full power to be in the game, but you can make the changes, almost similar to a beta.
Yeah, you're
So
right.
there's times
Yeah,
where
but
some of the access games can't be almost beta form, but
Yeah, but remember, I remember people 2 years ago saying, "How come we're not getting any demos?" And then
yeah.
now we're getting demos. People are complaining that the games
But
that
they're
they're is
charging.
trash.
They're charging. But the problem is they're charging people in these demos. They're charging people to
Oh,
play demos.
yeah, that's true.
So I think that's why they're getting more upset about it. They're like, I pay all this money to play a demo, but you're pretty much, I think that's the real reason why people are upset. You only pre-order a game and you play their demo. That's not how it should go. It means we play a demo, we see if we like it. That's how I play Nier. That's how I got into Nier. I played the
Yeah,
demo and I love it so much. I actually went out and bought the game just to
yeah.
finish it.
I had Near lined up when I had my 3-pack for the for a couple oh shit GameStop and that buy two get one free. And Nier was the first game I picked up. But then I saw Witcher, and this is before I knew Witcher was $20 already. And I bought Witcher, and I'm like, this game is $38, and it's
Oh,
$20. You know,
yo, Uncle Bumpin said, I miss the days when you can buy a game magazine and it comes with a free demo CD.
that's that's what shit the game we were just talking about. Saints Row was. That's what Saints Row was, and so
Yeah,
what was
I heard.
Streets of
Go
yeah,
ahead.
that other game, Streets of Something. It was like Grand Theft Auto, except you were a cop and you were beating people up. I forgot the name of it now. So
Yeah. Oh, yeah, but the apologist is are desperate Now they are attacking YouTubers on Twitter and other site. Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, people who are supporting Fallout 76 are attacking YouTubers who are who's talking negatively about the game.
That's
Are
crazy.
you? It's not that, and you know what the thing is? These are people who are. The funny thing about it, most of these people are the most of the people that they're saying that these YouTubers are talking about negatively are Fallout centric
Yeah.
or Bethesda centric. People who actually play the game, people who actually um did a mod who did modding, or
Mm.
people who are just gaming or just doing gaming news. I find it strange that you're attacking them, but these people have more understanding. They even contact. Honestly, these people actually have contacts with these companies. So if it's, I'm not going to spread rumors or put a tinfoil hat. No, I'll put my tinfoil hat on right now.
Uh-oh.
But I do think Bethesda, some reason, asking some people to do this. I don't know. I feel like this is, when people get desperate, they always have some type of backup plan when they have their fan base to go after other people. I
Yeah.
say that's why I said tinfoil hat. It
Yeah. It wouldn't shock me.
wouldn't
I
shock me to the point right now. I could have said I could be I
I don't
could
know what that means. The gaming streets.
the gaming streets. There's no such thing as gaming streets.
Say
Exactly.
that.
Why would you want to be apologist? Well, you do have one person who is really on my timeline on Twitter talking about how much people are fake rage about Fallout 76. So I do have one person that does that a lot, but
Rage.
you have one person.
I was actually disappointed. I was looking forward to that, and they're like, "Well, you have to always be online." Like, oh, this is gonna be terrible. That's all I could say.
I'm going to play that Dreams open beta in January.
I am too. I'm gonna play that as
Aww.
well.
Well, let me know how you guys play it. I decided not to enjoy it. I just like, you know what? I don't want to do that to myself.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
let me
me.
know. Just, you can always give out a it's okay. That's it, or is it? It's all right.
Yeah. Well, shout out to the 40 people watching. We're gonna
44.
yeah, 44. Yeah, shout out to you guys watching. But
Oh, you guys click
yeah,
that button. Click the like
it,
button.
yeah. Yeah, hit that like button, people, and share the video. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and close it on down. I then went ahead and now somebody's talking about PS5 at PAX South 2019. This
Don't
is
even bother. Don't bother. Don't bother.
yeah, I
Don't
know. This is
bother.
good.
People are talking about hardware. They're not talking about games. They're talking
Yeah,
about
that's all about
hardware.
game.
This is
Yeah,
not what you're supposed to be doing. One thing I had to say this. No company should not get you excited for hardware. They should get you excited for games. That is the number one thing. Hardware is just something you can just pop the disc in and actually play it.
oh, I didn't know that that Insomniac gave away the Sam Raimi Spider-Man suit.
That's the one. That was the free
Yeah,
one.
there's your freebie. All you people bitching and moaning. So, yep, they did a good job. But yeah, we're gonna get on up out of here. I'm gonna go ahead and finish. I guess get caught up on the news. So and see what's going on in the world. And I'm gonna go to bed. So, but yeah, Miss Vieira, thank you for swinging by. I know you're out there on the West Coast at the sand and the beaches and all that. But go ahead and shout yourself out.
This is Tron, and I'm here to tell you thank you for coming in. You guys want me to sound like a robot, so there you go.
Well, there you go, folks. She did her robot imitation for you guys. You had to wait till Friday because it's 12:03 here. So yeah, but guys, this was a Let's Talk and enjoy that Spider-Man DLC. Looks like they gave away the Sam Raimi suit. Pretty much Insomniac's giving people just nothing to complain about. It's kind of like, yeah, here you go. So yeah, it is what it is.
Oh my
And
god! I mean, I don't think it's the day. I think they already had that plan. They were
yeah,
just trying to do a good time to actually bring it out.
I agree. Yeah, I don't disagree. Yeah, you won't get an argument out of me on that. So yeah, but guys, yeah, we're gonna get on up out of here, and yeah, I'm gonna go to bed and get caught up on the news. I didn't see a bunch of this breaking news stuff. So, but shout out to Jody's Corner. If you all wanna, I didn't see Vieira. You just put that binary code in there. So, but but yeah, they've Jody's Corner. He's doing a review of Aquaman right now, a live one. So shout out to him for doing that. He's a cool dude. If you like these YouTube streaks on movies and stuff like that. But yeah, he had already seen it. A lot of us had seen it already, and so it was okay. I mean, you can spend the whole weekend at the movies. Go see Spider-Verse, go see that Aquaman, and go see Bumblebee. Go ahead and take
Oh,
your
that's the one, the Bumblebee one. I do want to see that one. I do want to see. I guess I do want to see all those 3 movies. Probably.
Yeah, you spend the whole weekend. I did that a couple weeks ago when we were screening those movies. Spent the whole weekend at the theater. Got there at 10 a.m. Left at 7:30, but did three screenings. So yeah, but I was tired.
Your brain has been tired after that.
Yeah, I was tired. You have to do the review. You have to get your Rotten Tomatoes score ready, and enter that in. So
How
yeah.
did you get part of that? How you be part of that?
You have to review 100 movies and then you apply, and they'll send you a card.
God.
So, Mortal Engines is brutal. Don't go see Mortal Engines. Wait for that to come out on video. That movie is brutal.
Oh, don't worry, I'm not interested in it, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, somebody in the chat, JS Geico said, "Go see Mortal Engines." That was brutal. Yeah, don't go see Mortal Engines. I mean, well, if you want to, it's your money. I'll never say what to do with your money. So
I know,
yeah.
it's like I'm not interested in that movie at all because first of all, I have not heard anything about it. Secondly, it just feels like it just screams and writes. I don't know, like what would it call that movie? Twilight.
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings, Twilight.
Yeah, that movie bombed. Well, not Twilight, but Mortal Engines, it's bombing. Now they're going to pull it out of the theater probably at the end of the month, which is in a week. So speaking of that, next week, you all, if you have Netflix, do that double feature. You can enjoy that Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Then you follow that up with Sick Humor's favorite movie, the Avengers Infinity War, because that will be played. That's going to be on Netflix next week.
Why you had to do that?
Yeah, go check that out. And well, it's the truth. Go check that out. So it's on Netflix, so you all don't have no choice. I mean, you all should do it. It's 2.5 hours. Good see old Thanos. Go check him out. But all right then, guys, we're gonna get up out of here. Miss Vieira, thank you for swinging by. I do appreciate it. Getting your perspective. I thank you, ma'am. I appreciate you.
All right, no problem. I just love how you said that's his favorite movie. He always, he doesn't.
Yeah.
He
gonna be watching it too. He gonna be watching it. So everybody needs to watch that movie.
All right.
So and check that out. So yeah, he's gonna watch it. So is Ian Robinson. They gonna all watch it because it's gonna be Christmas Day. What else you gonna do? So yeah, what else you gonna do? Christmas Day, I'll be working. I've got my shift lined out and everything. So, but all right then, we'll get on off here. I appreciate you coming in, and thank you all in the chat for coming. And remember, the Xbox Communi-TAY is just mad. They are going crazy at this point. Just avoid them at all costs. They're like those zombies in World War Z. Avoid them at all costs. At this point. So, all right, guys, we're gonna get on up out of here. Peace.